Guys, Ashley Rachel Legends. Welcome to the video. Send us some love, some positive vibes your way, especially if you need them out there today. Happy weekend if you're watching this video when it goes live. If not, happy whenever the heck you're watching this video. I just recorded a video with Polera Fireheart. It'll be going live in a couple days here on my main channel. That's Ash Raid Shadow Legends. Go ahead and check it out if you're curious what I think about this champion that is arguably one of the most difficult to get in the game, right? Or if not the most difficult to get in the game. But today we're not talking about any of that. Today, we're talking about Rebirth. I noticed that I had 3 decent Rebirth accessories in Demon Spawn. So I have HP, I have defense, and I have resistance, which is fantastic for a reviver. So I ran a 9-piece Rebirth for the very first time on my Duchess. It's great. What do we get out of a 9-piece Rebirth? I want to talk about glass half full, what I love about Rebirth, and glass half empty, what I hate about Rebirth. And then at the end of the video, I'll give you my final assessment on this set and what I think about it. Honestly, it's a weird set. It's a weird set because it makes a lot of sense and nothing in a vacuum is awful. But when you compare it to other sets on certain areas of the set, it's very weak. In other areas, it's very strong. Let me give you an example. 20 resistance and 10% speed. The fact that we can get 10% speed puts it on par with Pinpoint in terms of a 2-piece set. So any reviver on your account, you can take your ring and your amulet and get 10% speed. That is really powerful, super, super, super impactful, right? So 2-piece set, it's S tier, okay? After that, on 4-piece, what do we get as our 4-piece bonus? Now keep in mind, we're comparing this to a 4-piece Reflex, a 4-piece Relentless, chance of an extra turn, a 4-piece Savage, a 4-piece Stone Skin, right? Not just revivers, I'm just talking about 4-piece sets in general. So what do we get on our 4-piece? 10% extra HP and 10% extra turn meter to allies revived by the wearer. That's weak sauce. Very weak, very weak. It's nice to have, don't get me wrong, but it's not enough to justify a 4-piece. We're sacrificing Stone Skin for this, you know? It's not enough for me. Give me Relentless all day, every day on my Reviver over this, even factoring in the speed and the resistance that we get. For me, it should be like more like a 20 and 20. Maybe even a 25 and 15 or something like that on the HP and the turn meter. So that's the first observation. What about 6-piece? Places block damage buff on the wearer for 1 turn when an ally is killed by an enemy. Occurs once per round. So what do we think of this? This I actually like again. We're oscillating here. I like the 2-piece. I hate the 4-piece. I like the 6-piece. This really mitigates the fact that we can't use Stone Skin on our Rebirth champions, right? And it's really solid. Usually your Rebirth champion, your Reviver, obviously, is going to be a tankier champion anyway. They're not going to be the first to die. So as long as somebody's killed before they are, we'll get the block damage. I wish the block damage was protected, but I still love the ability at 6-piece. I think it's really strong. Then we go and we get resistance, speed, and at 9 pieces, decrease the cooldown of any revived ally skills by 1 turn. Weak. For a 9-piece, it's weak. Because again, what are we giving up here? Nothing's stopping us from going 6-piece Rebirth, getting the speed, the resistance, sign me up. And then just stopping there and going triple reaction. It will mitigate the fact that we don't have Stone Skin. You guys know, if we're not going to run Stone Skin on a champion in the arena, and this is, by the way, a live arena set that, you know, takes a lot of farming to obviously get your hands on, when we're going to go reaction. If we're not going to have, let me move myself out of the way. If we're not going to have Stone Skin on a Reviver, we need reaction gear. 25% chance, unless they're going to go first. Unless it's like a Siffy 9-piece protection that's very fast. Yeah, sure, we don't need reaction. We want the protection, of course. But, I mean, she's fast, 319 speed, but she's not that fast that we're going to go first every time. So we want reaction gear. If we don't go first, our Reviver will stay alive. 25% chance to crit and not be CC'd for that matter, right? We have no block debuffs. So Rebirth wants you to build a champion taking advantage of the 6-piece bonus, the block damage, build them fairly tanky, and we have to take advantage of the resistance that we get in the stat bonuses of the set because we don't have any reaction as well. We can't change critical to normal hits before we're attacked before our first turn. So another kind of a sacrifice. Is it worth the payoff of revived ally skills get 1 turn less on the cooldown? Hell no. Hell no. 1 turn less on a cooldown is not that. I mean, it's nice when you really need it. Sure, there are some situations where it could be incredible. It could be a game changer, right? It could be a difference maker. But it's RNG. It's not reliable. You don't go in planning on having to revive allies anyway, right? In most battles, most situations. You could see how you could potentially exploit it in a PvE situation with maybe like a Godseeker Aniri type champion with a ninja, even though she already fully resets cooldown anyway. But like there are some situations where maybe it could be handy in PvE, and it's not an awful set, but I don't think the 9-piece is worth it, right? You are getting 12% speed, which is very nice there, but I don't think that payoff is really that great, right? So, mixed opinions. Let's see it in action here, guys. And I should show you really quickly on my Duchess that I did have to, just because my gear is not, my Rebirth gear is nowhere near as good as my other gear. So I had to go defense on the gauntlet. I had to go resistance on the chest piece, even though it's a really nice piece, triple speed. It's great, you know? And I got a speed on the boots as well. I have resistance again, I have defense, and I have HP respectively on my accuracies, on my accessories. Can I speak on my accuracies? On my accessories. So total stats. What do we think about this? She's fully empowered and a 4-star blessing, and she only has 81k HP. That's really weak. That feels awful. You really want your endgame Duchess to be 120k minimum HP, right, for endgame. 5,100 on the defense does help make up for that a bit, but she's pretty squishy. 319, she's nice and fast, and 710 resistance was the sacrifice. That way we can mitigate being CC'd before we even take a turn. That's it. Okay, you can see I went Unshakable to double down on the resistance as well. And then we have Life Harvest on her. Not my favorite, but it's okay. Aspect of Siroth, another mitigation fail-safe to stay alive on our Duchess. Plus, we get a little bit extra defense and resistance as well. Okay, let's go with an all-demon spawn team. So I just did a video. This is a crazy story that I'll only tell you guys on my second channel. Bonus material here for you all. I recorded a video on Volcanos. I titled it on my main channel, #1 Game Changer. I got so lucky, my new favorite champion. I recorded the whole video, and then I thought to myself, this video is trash. I did a really poor job in talking about Volcanos and how much I love this dude and why I love him and all that stuff, right? I was just so let down. So I decided to myself, you know what, screw it. I'm going to re-record the entire video. I spent a couple hours and I re-recorded my Volcanos guide, and I was really happy with it. It was really good. Some insane moments in it. And then my editor edited and uploaded the wrong video, the first video for me. He's the best dude ever, so I can't complain. It's my fault, not his, you know, for not double checking and going in there. But I was crushed. I was crushed. The bad version went live. So anyway, a story you don't care about, but I'm telling you anyway. So early on, it's really Volcanos who's stealing the show to a certain extent here. Now, I do have my Duchess, but she has block active skills because of Mr. Carnage on the other squad, who is also momentarily on my team. The good news is we did take down Kamitas, who was their biggest threat, so we're still going to come out victorious, but it was pretty close. But we really didn't see anything crazy from Duchess there. Let's go to the next battle. So we land the burn, of course. They did have block damage. They do have Marichka on their team, but we can get rid of some of that with Kymar's A2. Heffrat goes in with his big nuke. Not the end of the world. We go in here. Duchess just kind of doing her thing. Okay. Fantastic. Gonna keep. Okay. Hopefully we're like, it's weird to be rooting for somebody to die, but I'm kind of rooting for somebody to die. That way we can revive and show off whatever, right? Now, look, we're in kind of a precarious situation here right now. We're going to win, but we have so little health on Duchess, and she's supposed to be our tank, and that's the sacrifice we made to get that resistance that high. Not playing in our favor here for sure. Good news is we can get in there and really mitigate all these strong passives and still get the win. But again, we've yet to see anything that you're like, wow, Rebirth, not too bad, right? And wait till you see a revive on that 4-piece and how weak sauce it is, honestly. Let's go in with the buff. Let's go in with some block active on Star Sage. Perfect. Or I should say passive, excuse me. Unable to CC Embreeze, which is a drag. Let's see. Maybe we can just kill, let's just get rid of Star Sage right out the gate. Fantastic. Arnon's going to be a pain, but we should be good with Duchess on the team. So let's just poke away at Arnon. And let's, screw it. Let's just go in with a nuke. Carnage is so nasty. All right, let's see. Ooh, I forgot we didn't even have to worry about it with Carnage. Didn't even have to worry about it. All right. So again, I mean, this team is pretty strong. Let's go against a trickier team. Let's go all the way down to the bottom of the row here. I was in Platinum. I'm sorry. I fell out on my Polara guide. Little foreshadowing for you guys on how formidable she is. We were in high Platinum, and we kind of tanked. So check that out. There's Rebirth in action a little bit, right? We actually resisted Marius's A2 because the high resist protected our block damage without it needing to be blocked, protected, excuse me. And we have the block damage, so we're able to go and revive. Now check out the revive health and turn meter as well. Health is pretty good, 80% now instead of 70. Turn meter is 10% instead of nothing on Duchess. So not too bad, but now we're in trouble here. It'd be cool if maybe, what would be a more effective 9-piece, do you think, on a Duchess? Or, excuse me, on a Rebirth? I almost think that, like, okay, this is, I don't know if this would be any better or worse, frankly, but like in a situation that we just had, like if the ally is the only, if the wearer is the only remaining living champion on their team, then maybe it instantly resets the cooldown of their revive. Something like that, I don't know. Maybe that's too wordy, though. So we're failing against all these teams with this squad. Let's go against another one. And we really shouldn't be failing against a Sify team with a Volcanos team. But, to be fair, these teams are pretty good. And let's see. So you can see they might kill Kymar here, which wouldn't be the worst thing. We'll get the block damage. Oof. Freaking just absolutely deleted her. Just absolutely deleted her. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let's go. Let's refresh. It's so funny. Let's go against this squad here. It's so funny how you can, as a content creator, I always try to go against very, very difficult teams no matter where I am, no matter who I'm using, because it's something that I've noticed. I'm not talking about other creators, I'm just talking about myself. But you can easily tell whatever story about any champion that you want to tell. And even subconsciously, it's difficult not to fall into that trap, right? And cut losses or anything like that. I don't do it, and I've always said from the very beginning that I won't do it because you need to give an accurate indicator of these champions. Look at just barely that we just need her a little bit more tanky, unfortunately, right? We just do. Let's go against Mighty Ukko here. Didn't get the kill, and again, I mean, at least we can, we're one turn away from the revive again. The block damage, it's just, yeah, we're toast again. So we are on a big losing streak. Do we get a chance? Nope. I almost feel like Swift Parry is better. Let's go against this squad. TLDR, I'm probably end the video after this match. Hopefully it's a dub. But TLDR, guys, I don't think that Rebirth is very good. Frankly, Stone Cleaver and Rebirth, they're both pretty niche, both the live arena sets. And kind of like Polara, I kind of feel like both of them, it's nice to resist here, but I mean, it's not enough, right? It's not enough. I feel like kind of like Polara, some of these endgame rewards lately just are not enough, to be value over replacement. We talked about it at the beginning of the video. Everything that we're sacrificing, right? And I mean, so these champions that I have on these teams, they're not trash. You know, I lied. One more battle. I have, you know, really good gear on all of them, you know? And it's a good team, but it's just not getting it done. You know, if we go against easy, squishy teams, sure, we can get it done. And I'm not saying that Rebirth is responsible for this team not you know, blasting every single team with a 100% win rate. I'm just saying that for all the reasons that we spoke about in this video, I just don't think it's a super viable set outside of the 2-piece or maybe the 6-piece in PvE. I think that in PvP, which the set was really made for, you get it from Live Arena, you get it with Stone Cleaver, which is only made for PvP, killing Stone Skin. I feel like both of them are just weak sauce, and frankly, I would love to see a buff, a small but meaningful buff, to both Stone Cleaver and also to Rebirth. What about you guys? What do you think? Thanks for watching till the end of the video. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.